Hello Internet, you are watching 2Railz. My name is Chris. The date is Sunday, August 14th, 2022. It is just after 1 p.m. and I am here at Point of Rocks in Maryland. You can see the cool old station building behind me. Something interesting that happened since last time I was here. They boarded up all the lower level windows, which is interesting. There's also no vehicles really out the back. Like CSX would usually have parked out here, so I'm wondering, hypothesizing that they might have actually closed this as a maintenance building. We had one train right as I arrived. There was an SD40-2, which was really cool, but I didn't catch it on video because it arrived as we were parking. I love the rail fan community, at least sometimes. A gentleman driving by mentioned there was a coal drag coming, so I decided not to leave right now. We'll wait for that. Alright, so plan for today. I was Point of Rocks for a little bit, catch a couple of trains. We got one on video. Hopefully we'll get a second before I need to disappear. We're gonna go get lunch after this one. And then we're going to go to Brunswick. And we're going to talk about an incident that happened there a few weeks ago. We got a live one. Hey, so now we are in Brunswick in Maryland still. All right. So old B&O station. There was an incident here about 2 weeks ago now. So down this way, actually let's start over here. This is CSX's Brunswick yard. It is the old East yard from when it was a double yard back in Baltimore and Ohio days. Now the old West yard, here you can see is a commuter parking lot. Beyond the bridge and those trees in the distance is a business called 84 Lumber. And as you might predict, they are a lumber yard. They bring in shipments by truck and by rail, I believe. And they ship things out by truck as well. Now the only entrance and exit to that location is this path right here. There's a couple of different routes out of there, but basically they all come down here and they converge in this kind of alley, which also serves, so there's your exit. You can see a car leaving right now. And he has come from back here, which is a path down. There is a campground to the left and access to the C&O Canal Trail to the right. A lot of recreational users come down that way as well. So about 2 weeks ago now, there was an incident with the westbound Amtrak train that hit a truck that was loaded with lumber leaving 84. I've seen a couple of the pictures, and so I have a vaguely reasonable idea of what's happened. Basically, he's pulled out. You can see at the very top there is a traffic light. The light was red, traffic backed up. He sat on the crossing, and the train came through and took him out. The first comments I saw from social media users was, can we eliminate the crossing? And the short answer is no. Basically, so there's two tracks that continue all the way through. There's a third that branches off right here and comes into the yard. There is an old engine terminal that used to be there. It's no longer there. And on this side, there's two more tracks. So there's track 1 and track 2 that go through around the outside. 3 and 4 give access to the yard itself. I don't see how you could eliminate this crossing. There's not really enough space on that side to lift it up, lift the road up to go over, and certainly not to come back down again fast enough for access to the commuter parking lot. There's also not really space on either side of the crossing to raise the rails, to put them over the top without adjusting the road at all. There's possibly some middle ground where either you lower the tracks and raise the road over the top, or you raise the rails and put the road underneath. I think all in all, the best solution is to put in a new access road that goes over the top of the tracks for 84 down at their end, and then ban trucks from using this access point. That's just my opinion. So what's happened is, you can see up there is the traffic light. Truck has come out of here and turned left to come up here. I assume because of his length, he was a truck and trailer. He's pulled all the way through to let traffic in, and then left himself sitting on the crossing. Now you can see westbound train came through this way. He's hit the truck, and then another truck that was sitting here waiting to go in, apparently I would assume stopped for the crossing, but then been hit by the trailer. Now you can see over here on the station building, there is some damage from where that truck hit the building during that incident. Steps.
Where are these steps?